and welcome to the Beauty Hall. This is the Beauty Hall by Budget Beauty. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force behind Budget Beauty. And so in this new series, we're going to start talking about stuff that I buy because I spend a lot of money on makeup and I spend a lot of time buying makeup and researching makeup and thinking about stuff that I want to buy and stuff I want to try and new things. So dealing with makeup. So here we are. This is going to be a new series, new companion series for Budget Beauty. And I conceived of it a while back when I first started recording my makeup trials and stuff that I was doing with makeup. And I was like, okay, you know what? We should do another series, especially because I spend a lot of money on makeup. So, and that is literally the point of Budget Beauty. It's drugstore makeup trials and reviews and what do I think about this thing, and let's try this and see what happens when I use it. So, here we are. So, in this episode, this is a new series, so this is episode 1. I had some makeup and things that I bought a couple of weeks ago, and I kept saying in my other series, in my main series for Budget Beauty, oh, I'm gonna do it. So here we are. So this is now going over that makeup that I bought that I was talking about, and I was like, oh, I got a ColourPop shipment in. I'm gonna talk about it. So we're talking about it. So let's get started. So I have it off to the side here where I have all of my makeup. And I keep all of my makeup, and whew, y'all, I'm gonna have some problems about where I'm gonna put all this because this is new stuff and I'm running out of space. So first things first, I bought from ColourPop. I got a ColourPop shipment in, and I ordered directly from ColourPop because they were having a sale going on, and I was like, oh, let me go get some stuff and see about what they have. And a lot of this is stuff that I already have. I take it back. Some of this is stuff that I already have, but it's replacement stuff. And then some stuff is new stuff, like new stuff. So, to start, I got, this is the cream gel liner, 18-hour wear, waterproof. And y'all know, if you watched any of my other series, I use this on a daily basis, because this cream gel liner is fantastic. And so I got, for this one, I saw another color and I was like, oh, I could always use another stick of this. I already have this color, but I don't have it in ColourPop. This is their gold cream gel liner. I wear gold fairly often. And so I was like, well, I could use another gold stick. This is the shade Wildcat, and this is what it looks like. So you can get a color read on this. This is what it looks like open. I'm curious. I'm going to swatch it on my arm to see. This is ooh, that's very pigmented. Y'all see that? Oh, very, very, very pleased. Okay. All right. And it went on so creamy on my arm. So I know this is going to do well with some primer. So also too, I'm not wearing any makeup right now because I'm going to film an episode of the main series after I film this episode. So, that's why my face is a little clean right now with no makeup on. Also too, I might, put some of this stuff on. But I may do that. I may not. So as I was saying, I am now running out of space. I don't know where I'm going to put this. So I put it over with my other pencils, my other gel cream liners, and I try to organize them all so that they stay together because organization is key here. Also, ADHD, child of the 80s, with a little smidge of OCD in there, is like, well, we got to put everything together and color code it. Organization. It's also because I was raised by somebody who was a massive neat freak and was super organized 9,000% of the time, aka my mom. So I learned very well from her to keep things organized. Try to keep organization here. So anyway, yes, I put it off to the side. It's now with the other pencils, the other 5,000 pencils that I have from ColourPop. I have a lot of them. I'm trying to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 that I can see off camera. 7. So that, and they're all together. Like I say, I put them all together. So yes, they're all together. Yeah, ColourPop. So those gel cream liners are fantastic, and they are very long wear, and I love them. I love them a lot. So the other thing, one of the other things that I bought that was non eyeshadow slash blush pressed palette or pressed pigment palette is the Ultra Matte Lip. Now you guys have seen me wear recently. I just did a bunch of videos where I wore the red. I wore a bunch of this. I wore red. I wore the pink. Like there's a pink. And so I said, I want to get the nude. I want to try nude color in this. So this is like a nudish, brownish. I guess it's a. We'll see. We'll take it out of the box. But this is the Ultra Matte Lip, and this is what it looks like when it comes. And this is in the shade Double Date. So take it out the box. That's this. And y'all can see it's like a really nudish, dusty rose pink. As opposed to the Flurries pink. See, now you put them together, you can tell immediately 2 different shades of pink. But this is more of a nude. This is a pink. This is obviously a pink. I love this pink. It is fantastic. It works really well. For when I want a muted, not screaming neon hot pink. So, this is fantastic. I think this is going to be really good. When I saw this color in that shade, I was like, ooh, that's going to be nice. This is a nudish, it's a nude dusty rose. And it looks like it's closer to a nude shade. And like I say, I love their formulas for this. They dry down really well. They're very matte, very clean looking, very soft. So I'm impressed. I don't know where I'm going to put this just yet. I put my other one back, and I now have no space to put that. So I need another container, which we're going to get to. I need another container for lipstick, because that's the only way I'm going to put this in here. I don't know where else I'm going to put this. So yeah, ColourPop. So I keep saying that, yay, ColourPop, but this shipment is entirely ColourPop. So, yeah, I don't know what else we're going to do with this. And I also need to, I'm going to be taking pictures of my products that I just bought, for the website, because I like to do product shots. So I don't know what I'm going to do with it though. I have no idea. For right now, I have to put it somewhere. So I'll put it off to the side back here. And you guys, I know y'all have seen in my background here. These are Nintendo 64 cartridges. I'm also a gamer. I'm a massive gamer. I run on the side, I run a video game publication called Gaming Insurrection. In my spare time, in addition to doing makeup, I do video game reviews. I write stories about video games because I once upon a time was a journalist. So, and I love video games. I've been playing since 1988. So, this is what you see in the background in most of, if not all of my makeup videos, is video game collection. So, right now at current count, I have 293 games across all systems, from NES to probably up to 360, PS3, PS4, Wii, Switch. I do have a Switch. So my latest system is probably PS4 slash Switch. So yes, and my husband is also a gamer. He's a massive gamer. So yeah, this is my video game collection. I just never really talked about it until now because makeup. Maybe one day I'll mix those two things together. So then the next thing that ColourPop wise that I bought I bought 3 things here. This is the Inner Trance. This is Inner Trance. This is an eyeshadow palette. And it has 9 shades in it. I'm anxious to see what this is gonna play like. Because I like the color story in it. I'm very, very, very curious about this color story. So, I'm very interested in this one. I got it on sale in this whole shipment. It was also very much on sale. I total spent like $44. So, I didn't spend a whole lot. And in this, I want to talk about the shades in this too. The shades are from top left, Clarity, then Mind's Eye, and then Daydream Boy, BBY. What? Daydream BBY. Okay. I'm like, what? I can't read this. Also, Meemaw need her glasses because Meemaw can't read this. Anyway, then on the next row is Future Self, All Aura Again, and then Crown Chakra, and then Transcend, and then Dance, but it's supposed to be Transcendence. Okay. So, Own Your Power and Up Level. Okay. So, interesting. This is Clarity. Over here where my finger is, my index finger, this finger right here. This one. This is Clarity. So it goes across like that. So yeah, interesting. This is gonna be interesting. I'm gonna probably test that out at some point. Probably. And then Cloud Spun. This is an eyeshadow palette also. And the shades in this is 9 shades. Very excited that there are no blushes in here, even though these could be blush colors. I bought this because y'all know I've been on a quest. If you've been watching my other series, you know I've been on a quest to find some pink eyeshadow that shows up really well for me. Now, the Revlon did wind up showing up really well that I bought. The Revlon, I'm looking at it right now, Color Stay Day to Night 4 quad palette. It actually it showed up because I used the Urban Decay primer potion, eyeshadow primer potion, instead of using the Juvia's Place. So it showed up as a very, very pink. So I was very pleased, but I had already ordered this by the time I realized that. So I'm very excited though, because this is a dedicated pink palette, and it's got 9 shades in it. And I like ColourPop's pigmentation formula. So very excited about this. The shades in this are Chicla, Cotton Cloud, Candy Fluff, Pixie Stick, Flossy, Pillow Mint, Turkish Delight, Glow Pop, and Bon Bon. Chicla is going to be this one. So it goes across like this. And then like that. And then like that. So, yeah. Very excited about this. That Flossy is going to be gorgeous. This one here in the middle. Ooh, Flossy going to be nice. Because that looks like something that's in Juvia's Place palette that they have. They have a palette that's Candy Shop, and Candy Shop's got a shade in here that looks just like this, and I like it. But that Candy Shop shade is really supposed to be a blush, and I'm like, no. So they really don't want you to put it around your eyes, and I'm like, so dedicated eyeshadow palette for pink, great. So yes, very excited about that Cloud Spun one. That was really the reason why I went and ordered it all. I saw that one first and I was like, oh, pink, and it's on sale and it's dedicated eyeshadow. Yay. So, all right. So we're going to be good because, like I say, y'all know my fail with the Juvia's Place violet, the violets palette. Very, very upset with that palette. So I ordered this one. This is Plum Season, I think. Season? Okay. We're going to call it that. We're going to go with Season. So I'm very excited about this one because it's got a lot of shades of purple in it. And this is also a dedicated, well, no. Apparently, this is not. I'm looking at this, and then on the front, it says pressed powder palette. So that means that this is not dedicated to eyeshadow. It's a pressed powder, which means they really want you to use this as a blush. But ColourPop does not tell you all of that necessarily. I mean, they'll tell you if it's not supposed to be used around the eye. And if I'm not mistaken, some of these are not supposed to be used for the eye, I think. So, I have to go research it and figure it out. But, usually they tell you, though. I think I looked it up and I saw that they weren't supposed to be. And that's how I know that. Also, pressed powder pigments. Because if it was just eyeshadow, it would say it like this one does. This one says it on the front. Eyeshadow palette, like straight up in little tiny print, but it's here on it, like right about here where my fingernail is, down here. So yes, if that were meant to be just eyeshadow, they would tell you that specifically. So they don't on this. So that should tell you that this is supposed to be blush. Also too, when I got this, one of the palettes is loose in this. Y'all can hear it. That's one of the palettes shaking around in there. So I already know to beware of that. But anyway, so in this one, the shades are Juicy AF, Groovy, So Delish, Kinda Tart, Miami Vibes, Go For It, Extra Sour, Iconic Behavior, and Out Late. So starting up here, this is Juicy AF, and then this is the Groovy, and then it goes across and across and across like that. So I'm curious though. I want to see. I'm gonna look to see on the back of this. I'm gonna take it out the box because it should tell me on the back which ones are and which ones are not. I also know with this one to be careful because that pan is wanting to, there's two loose pans in here. I knew about one of them, but I didn't realize the other one is two. Eesh. Okay, so we know when we're talking about this pan, don't tilt it forward because the pans are going to fall out. So, all right. So then on the back here, usually they tell you that it's, they tell you like they put a little marker on here to tell you which ones are eyeshadow, which ones are blush, intended for blush, and they do not. So maybe we can get away with that. I'll look it up still to make sure. Just for my own edification before I go putting this on my face, because usually they tell you that straight up. Do not, these numbers are for eyeshadow, these numbers are for intended for blush. So pretty sure I remember looking this up and being like, let me find out. This is an old palette too. They've been had this one, so they've actually had all three of these palettes for a long time. So yeah. So anyway, then the other thing that I bought I bought some stuff from Amazon. Okay, so I know I'm supposed to be boycotting Amazon right now, but there was stuff I needed to get. I absolutely was running out of stuff and I needed stuff. So I ordered some things that I had already ordered once before, and I just ordered some more. So y'all see me use my tools all the time. When I do my eyeshadow, I use these sponge tip applicators. I ordered 2 of them. So, and it was like total, I want to say it was only like $12 to get 2 of these. And they each come with 120 because I'm down to like 7 in my first box. So yeah, they come with 120 pieces each. So I have 240 now. So very excited. So now I can continue to do my makeup. I can continue to apply eyeshadow. And then the last thing here that I got makeup wise, from Amazon, I ordered, so y'all see me use this all the time. This is the Juvia's Place I Am Magic Concealer. Now y'all see me use shade 7 all the time. I've been using shade 7 for a hot minute. So what I did was I got shade because shade 8, I figured out shade 7 was probably the right one. It matches really well for me with my skin tone. I get excellent results with it. So I said, but I've been trying for months now to get this specific shade. This is the shade J9. I have been trying to get 9 the entire time that I've been trying to match and figure out what color I am here for this concealer. So I would go to Ulta, and every time I would go in there, they'd have 9 to test, but never any 9 to buy. Okay. So I found it on Amazon. I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna order this on Amazon since I can't seem to get this. And then I was trying, because I kept trying to order it off of Ulta and they didn't have it either. So then I was like, all right, I'll go to Juvia's Place and see if they got it. The one or two times I went, they didn't have it. So I was like, okay, so I'm just apparently not supposed to try to get 9. But as luck would have it, I went on Amazon and I was like, you know what? Let me look and see on the off chance. Let me look to see. They had 9. They had the J9. So we're going to try this and see. Now, this looks like this is about a shade light, too light. But I'm going to test it and see. I'm going to test it when I do my weekly episode. I'm going to test it to see. Because I'm very curious to see what the 9 looks like. I know what the 7 and the 8 look like. I even have a bottle of 10. And I think I got a bottle of 11. I've been trying with this concealer for months now, and finally figured out that 7 is pretty good for me. So we're gonna see how this 9 works. This is what we do. We come in here and we test to see what works for my skin tone and what doesn't. So if I have some, then I just mix it together. If the color don't work, I got like 4 other shades, so I can mix it together and make something that works. But I'm very impressed with Juvia's Place anyway. Their concealer, I'm very impressed with it, and I like it anyway. So yeah, I mean, I can tell you what I can tell you that its shade's going to be fairly close to what I need. I figured out that 8 was a little bit too dark. 7 was perfect. 9 might be a little too light, just a tad. 7 seemed to be, because the closer you get to 1, the darker it gets. The closer you get to 20, the lighter it gets. So this might be perfect for me. But I'm curious. Like I say, I've been trying 9, and I tried 9 in Ulta one day with the tester, and it was a perfect match for me. And I went to go buy it, but they didn't have any 9. So that's why I think 9 is going to work really well. We'll see. And we'll see how it works with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation. I also want to test that and see how that works with that foundation. Because sometimes I use foundation, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just use concealer. So we'll see. So that is all of the makeup that I bought. Now, I have one other thing that I bought that I want to show you guys that I already have one of. Is this. As you can see, it's shelving. So I already have one of these. As a matter of fact, I have 2 of them because they hold all of my these hold my palettes, my eyeshadow palettes, the majority of my eyeshadow palettes. So I want to, this is what it looks like unboxed. And see, I hadn't done a video on this. I hadn't done a video on it because I hadn't done, I'm just now doing beauty haul. So back when I ordered these in January, I didn't do a beauty haul. I took pictures, but I didn't do like video of it. This, I already have one of these, and it holds all of my little mini palettes really well. So let's see. We can test it right now. See, look at that. And I can generally get 2 in here depending on how wide they are. I can get 2 in a slot. But in this case, the individual is fine because I really don't have too many more extra palettes like this than what's here, and probably my big giant ones. And see, my big giant ones are not going to fit in here because they're too big. They're like tall. Like the Culture palette. I know y'all can't really see this, but the Culture palette is probably that tall. From Juvia's Place. I have 2 of the Culture palettes. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna fit in there, but we'll see. And then I'm going to see if I can put I could put my pencils and things in here, my excess pencils and things, and I think I will do that. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to take this out of the box because I'm going to use it in just a minute. Ooh, okay. Juvia's Place. So my concealer does not fit in here, but I got other things I can put in there. That's not a problem. But yeah, I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased with my beauty haul. This has been a wonderful beauty haul. Got a lot of stuff that I needed, things that I'm replacing, and some new stuff that I'm curious to see and test out and try, because we're very curious bear. We like trying new makeup. Buying new makeup is always exciting for me. It's very satisfying. So I want to thank you for watching, and come back and see more episodes of the beauty haul. We will be having more beauty products delivered, and we will be going and buying some more, preferably in the next couple of weeks, because I would like to try some setting powder. So on recommendation from one of my followers, Miss Gina. So I want to see and test that out and see how that's going to work for me, as I've been using setting spray this entire time. And as was pointed out, she was very correct. You put wet with wet, it's going to be wet. It's not going to be dry. So I want to test and see that and see how that's going to work. And right now, Ulta has a sale going, the 21 days of beauty. So, and I think it's fixing to wrap up. So I am going to try to catch the end of it and see if I can get in there and get a few new things and see if I can find some stuff. One of the things that I want to go try and buy coming up is that setting powder. It's a Juvia's Place setting powder. It's the loose setting powder. My specific Ulta does not have it in stock right now. So the closest one that I would have to go get it from is in, I think, Rock Hill, I think is where I figured out. Or no, I think it's in Sumter. It's good old Sumter. There's a reason why I call that Sumter, South Carolina. But Sumter, South Carolina, they have an Ulta there, and it's about 45 minutes away from here. So probably not next weekend. Maybe weekend after next. I don't know. I have to see. Next weekend is anniversary trip. So, and we're not planning to be in Columbia. So we're going to travel. So I don't know. I mean, the place I'm going to definitely has an Ulta, but, maybe while I'm there, I might pick up some. I'll see. It depends on how husband feels about it, and if there's one close to where we're trying to be at for this anniversary trip. So we'll see. I might have to put it off and just go do it on Sunday when I get back, because we're going to come back on Sunday. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that works out. But yay. So I want to thank you for watching, and come back and watch more beauty haul episodes. Peace.